Hey YouTube, it's Ashley, back again with another haul video. And today's haul is going to be a super combined haul. I believe I counted up 4 or 5 trips to Savers that I'm combining, as well as a trip to Newbury Comics. And it probably sounds like a lot to fit into one video, but one of the trips to Savers I only got one item, and another was a small trip as well, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So the first trip to Savers was a larger trip, and most of these were on a half-off day, which is why I went so many times in a row. So the first thing I'm going to show you is just this little package of toys like I've gotten a few times, and it was $1.49. I didn't want this little giraffe thing, which I might end up giving to my cousin, but the reason I bought it was for this Pinkie Pie whose hair is a mess. And then I also picked up 2 purses. One of them is this really nice Juicy Couture bag. And it's in really great condition, inside and out. It was marked $39.99, which is not something I would normally pay at Savers for a Juicy bag, even though obviously these bags are really expensive, if you know Juicy at all, but $20 for a bag in great condition was not too bad. I also picked up this nice vintage looking Guess handbag in a nice lipstick red color. And this one was marked $4.99, so I only paid $2.50 for it. Picked up a few clothing items, one scarf, which was $3.99, so $2, and it's just a bunch of cats. I picked up this cardigan with a nice Parisian scene on it. This one was marked $7.99, so $4. And I picked up this nice lightweight sweater from Banana Republic. You can see it's pretty thin by the fact that you can sort of see through it. The sleeves are a little thicker than the body of the sweater. And this one was $9.99, so I paid $5 for it. And I picked up these really great khakis, which are like a snake print. Hopefully the camera picks it up. In like an army olive sort of green. And these are by the Gap. They're super skinny. And these were marked $5.99, so I paid $3 for these really great khakis. And I got 2 books. I got The Land of Oz by Frank Baum. And I have read several of the Oz series, as well as Kurt Vonnegut's Slapstick. I have not read this one. And I picked up several albums also. I picked up Carpenter's Yesterday Once More. I did not have this one. Heart. This one is Greatest Hits Live. Ooh, that pile just fell over. This one is Bill Cosby, I Started Out as a Child. And I think I might already have this one, but this one is still in plastic. And yes, I know by the time I post this, there's like a big scandal going on with Bill Cosby. Bought that record weeks ago. I mean, I probably still would have bought the record, but who knows what's going on. I don't really feed into the media. This one is Elvis Gold Records Volume 5. So just like a greatest hits album. And then the last one is Horizon from the Carpenters. So those were all 99 cents each from Savers, well 50 cents on the sale. And then the next trip, I'm trying to sort of do them in order, I think was this one. and I managed to pick that up without knocking anything over. So I'll just show you the one clothing item first from this haul, which is like a little negligee kind of thing, but I'll end up wearing it as a slip dress. It's just this purple one from Frederick's. But as you guys know from previous hauls, I just like wearing stuff like this under dresses instead of like an actual slip dress. It was marked $9.99, and so I paid $5 for it. I don't have a purple one until now. And then I did the buy 4 get 1 free deal on the books at Savers. I got this really neat looking cookbook. It's called Party Potpourri. And it looks straight out of the 70s. I actually have some Singer sewing instructional books that look just like this, same exact color scheme. I got 2 books by Laurel K. Hamilton. I got A Kiss of Shadows and Seduced by Moonlight. I believe these are both from her Meredith Gentry series. I picked up McSweeney's Enchanted Chamber of Astonishing Stories. Can't believe I made that through without stumbling upon my words. And this is just a group of stories, and there's some from Stephen King, Peter Straub, Poppy Z. Bright, which I recognize that name because I had a book about The Crow, like the movie The Crow, like an offshoot of that, and Poppy Z. Bright, and I stumble over that, read the book. So I picked this one up. And who could forget Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This one's a treasury of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Scary Stories 3, More Tales to Chill Your Bones. And I remember reading all of these as a kid and actually being scared. So I just thought this was a neat pickup. It's a hardcover. Just something cool. And then I think this was the third trip. I'll show you my favorite thing that I found first, which is this little napkin holder, which is owl shaped. It's just the same on the back, but a little more beat up. This was $2.99. And then I just picked up 2 books at the Savers location. I picked up, this is going to look really nerdy, but I don't care, the QPB companion to The Lord of the Rings. And from what I read, like kind of just peeking into this, it's like about the Lord of the Rings fan culture and such. And then characters from Tolkien. And this book, kind of flipping through it, looks really, really neat. There's a lot of illustrations of like the different kind of characters, like humans and elves and dragons, and I'm like flipping through it and you guys have no idea what I'm flipping through, sorry. But yeah, there's some really great illustrations in here. And the last thing I picked up at that Savers was this jacket by American Eagle, which is a nice wool blend, so it'll keep me warm in these New England wintry days. Just like a red and navy plaid with a quilted lining. And this one was marked $17.99, so I paid like $9 for this jacket. And it's in really good condition. And then I'll show you the Savers trip that I just got one item from. It's really dusty, but other than that, this hat is in really good condition. It's just a really nice wool hat. And it's coming off a little more red. It's like a little more crimson in person than like an orangey red. And this was $3.99, so I paid $2 for this really well-made wool hat. And I think I told you it was 4 or 5. I think it is 5 trips because I'm seeing more Savers items by my feet. And believe it or not, there's more to come because I haven't hauled anything in several weeks, so I have more stuff that I bought today that I'm going to have to get to in a separate video that I might also film tonight. So, the last trip to Savers, I just picked up a couple records and a book. The first record is Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly, which I already have, but my boyfriend convinced me to get because this one was in such good condition, and it was only going to be 50 cents, so it's kind of crazy not to. And then I picked up, this one is Emerson, Lake and Palmer Pictures at Exhibition? I don't know. It's really late at night, by the way. So I picked this one up. I'd actually seen this at Newbury Comics because we went to Newbury Comics before the last Savers. So I recognized the record cover. And then I got this 101 Dalmatians album, which I did not technically buy for the record because the record itself, see if I can get it out in a timely manner here. I figured it was going to be one of those ones that just kind of like fell out. Oh, it's one that comes out from the inside. There's like an inside flap. The record actually has a chunk missing out of it. So I don't plan on playing this record, but it does have a really neat, and it's falling apart, but a really neat little book inside to follow along with the record like some of my other Disney ones do. And I didn't have 101 Dalmatians, so until I can replace it with one that's not broken and looks like it has a bite out of it, this is what I have for 50 cents. And then I picked up this 100 hair-raising little horror stories book, which also looked pretty cool. I think this one also has like a Stephen King story in it, which that'll get me every time. Yeah, it's got Edgar Allan Poe, Mark Twain, blah blah blah, another Mark Twain. But yeah, I know, oh, H.P. Lovecraft is in here. I know I saw some scary names in here. More Edgar Allan Poe. But this looked good, and it was only $2.99 at Savers, so I picked up that book. And the last items for this video, so it doesn't run too long, are the items that I picked up at Newbury Comics. So at Newbury Comics, I'll show you the one non-record first, because the rest are just records, and I didn't pick up too many. I picked up another one of these My Little Pony blind boxes, because I can't resist them, and I'm really trying to get Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie. I just got this one that I cannot remember the name of right now, but I swear I do know its name, because I remember it from the game. Lyrica, maybe? Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. I swear I know its name. It's in my brain somewhere. But it's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. It's 1:58. I was very close. So anyway, at Newbury Comics for records, I picked up this copy of Elton John's The Single Man? Just Single Man. So one side looks like this, the other side looks like that. Thought that was pretty fancy for $7, $6.99. I already have a copy of this record that's just black vinyl, but I got this. I don't really care if it doesn't play all that well, because I'll probably just hang it and knock over another pile of stuff in the process. And then I only got 2 other records. I picked up 2 more Elton John records to add to my growing collection. I got Elton John Empty. This one was Empty Sky. Why don't I complete that sentence here? This one was only $3.99, and I did not have this record yet. And then the last one is Elton John Here and There. And I didn't have this one yet either. That's what that one looks like. So yeah, at some point maybe I will actually complete an Elton John collection, but it's a pretty daunting task. Other than that, like I said, I will probably be back in a few minutes with another video, although I'm sure they'll be spaced out when I post them. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking around for this long haul, this very collective, mostly Savers haul. Hope you enjoyed it, and leave me some feedback. Have a good night.